Give me a woman at midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. A long time ago, I reacted to one ABBA song, which was Voulez-vous. And I got a lot of comments on there, people saying, oh, you have to dive deeper, get more into ABBA. And I am. I'm sorry I took so long. I really apologize, but there's so much music out there. In one of those comments, somebody mentioned the song SOS. There were others that I already know, I have heard before, maybe not completely, and I haven't seen the music videos, but I know them. This one, though, I was like, this doesn't sound too familiar. I think I know the chorus. SOS. That's all I remember. So I figured, let me jump into this one. And if you guys have more suggestions, videos you'd like me to check out, please go to my Ko-fi page or Patreon. It really helps out a lot. So let's get into it. I'll do some research at the end, and that is the way. All right, grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. SOS by ABBA.
I tried to reach for you, but you have closed your mind. Whatever happened to our love? I wish I understood. It used to be so nice, it used to be so good. So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS. The love you gave me, nothing else can save me. SOS. When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? When you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on? You seem so far away, though you were standing near. You made me feel alive, but something died, I fear. I really tried to make it out. I wish I understood what happened to our love. It used to be so good. So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS. The love you gave me, nothing else can save me. SOS. When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? When you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on? So when you're near me, darling,
Those melodies.
SOS. And the love you gave me, nothing else can save me. SOS. When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? When you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on? When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? When you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on?
It's brilliant. Man, I need to I need to check out more ABBA. I knew of their greatness growing up. I'm not like, completely living under a rock, but it's really different when you're a child, right? 8 years old, and you kind of hear a song like Chiquitita, right? It's in Spanish. fast forward to right now, I'm 31 and I'm getting into this music, and now I'm understanding more of like, okay, this is music. This is how it works. This is the history, where they came from, how everything happened. So I'm really having a great time with all these journeys here on the channel with this type of music from back in the day. And I think it's time to dive deeper into ABBA, because they're up there. Like I said, I don't know many of their songs, but I know that they are great. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. They're all beautiful, they're all talented, and really interesting. You could say that this is, a commercial pop song about love. Sure. And maybe some people are like, oh, there's so much of this music already out there. It's an oversaturated market, and, we need something different. It's a good point, but I think the way they do it, it's so appealing, and it's so beautiful. The melodies that people used to construct back in the day, and maybe the balance in music. I've said this many times. There used to be more balance of like space and negative space per se. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but now I feel like it's more like, here, boom, like here's a whole track and it's just like a full sound for 3 minutes. Whereas before, they were more delicate and they knew how to use range. So it's like, okay, we're gonna start out light, we're gonna have moments of softness, right? More, whispery, more personal, and then we're gonna ramp it up and get, into the chorus and into the boom. And this is one of those songs. Also, the chorus here becomes like a jingle. When you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on? I think I have heard that in commercials. And they work because it's like, I guess, perfect music. I don't know if perfect music exists, if that's a thing, but that is something that I use rarely to describe like the Beatles, to describe the Carpenters, and maybe to describe ABBA, right? Because it worked back then and it works now in 2026, 50 years later. Speaking of which, what year did this song come out? So I think they were mostly active in the 70s. When I think of ABBA, it's just like full 70s. So I'm going to say this came out in 1974. Ooh. ABBA's hit single SOS was officially released in Sweden on June 3rd, 1975 as part of their self-titled third studio album. Depending on the region, it saw staggered single releases later that year, including September 20th, 1975 in the UK. Okay, so I was close, mid-70s, and they are from Sweden, from what I remember. Now we're going to look up the meaning of the song, even though it's like super straightforward. I don't think there is like any question about it. That's the other thing. Music from bands back in the day, it was so easy to understand, especially for somebody that's English is not their native language, like myself. I grew up in South America and Colombia, and then I moved to the United States, so I know English. I know English, trust me. But yeah, it's from people all over the world. Maybe it's not as easy, right? And ABBA, they have the vocals that are very clear and crisp. And you look at the video, she's so expressive, right? You almost can read her lips. And she's saying, whatever happened to us? We used to be so good. Now, you're close, but you feel far away. And the way she describes everything, it's like, okay, I get it, But now let's look at the actual meaning here. So SOS, yes, is a desperate cry for help. The song tells the story of a person watching a once great relationship fall apart and pleading with an emotionally distant or ignorant partner to save their love before it completely dies. A literal distress signal, yes. Just like the traditional Morse code distress signal, the SOS represents a final cry for rescue as the narrator feels abandoned and lost. Contrasting emotions, the song is famous for its juxtaposition of melancholic, heartbreaking lyrics against a catchy, upbeat pop melody. That's true. That is literally what the song is. It's sad because you're asking for help, and you could see it in her face. It's like heartbreak. You're getting to that point of desperate. Can I do something? Can I actually save the relationship? But the tune is so catchy. It's like, oh, all right, let's bop to this, and that's why they use it in commercials for, like shopping or something like that. This mirrors the confusing experience of trying to remain hopeful even when things are crumbling. It was penned by Jorn Ulvaeus, Benny Andersson, and Stig Andersson. Even though the group members were married at the time, were not facing divorce when they released the track, it perfectly captured the theme of relationship distress. So they were actually. So was it two couples? Is that what makes up ABBA? Huh. And then did they file for divorce later on? There's so much lore, as you would expect from any band, right? There's things that it's you're into music, you're touring, you're famous, you're doing all this. So much is gonna happen, right? So ABBA were a Swedish pop music group formed in Stockholm, Sweden, in 1972 by Agnetha Falkskog, Björn Ulvaeus, Benny Andersson, and Annie Fried Lingstedt. They were among the most renowned and commercially successful music groups in history. In 1974, ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest for Sweden with their song Waterloo, a song that I haven't heard. And speaking of the Eurovision, I just reacted to a couple of performances from the 2026 contest. That's on my main channel if you guys want to, go over to that one. But yeah, there's so much to learn here, guys. Feel free to drop any information in the comments. And again, I will continue. So please subscribe, hit the like, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.